If you're on a journey to become your strongest, most focused self, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing so you never miss a step. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how sometimes in life, everything just seems to click? You're in a rhythm, ideas are flowing, energy is high, and opportunities keep showing up one after the other. You feel unstoppable, like the universe itself is on your side. That, my friend, is momentum. But then, there are other times, days where even getting out of bed feels heavy. Small tasks feel like mountains. You start, you stop, and no matter how much you push yourself, progress feels painfully slow. You may wonder, what happened? Where did all that momentum go? And how can I get it back? Today we're diving deep into the psychology of momentum, what it really is, why it matters so much, and most importantly, how you can create it for yourself. Because momentum isn't just for athletes, entrepreneurs, or high achievers. It's for anyone who wants to move forward in life, whether that's in your career, your health, your studies, or even your personal growth. And here's the truth. Momentum isn't magic. It's not luck. It's psychology. And once you understand it, you can build it. What is momentum really? Let's start with a clear picture. In physics, momentum is mass in motion. A train that's moving full speed is hard to stop. A ball rolling down a hill keeps gaining speed. The more it moves, the more power it builds. Psychological momentum is similar. It's that mental and emotional force that carries you forward. When you're in motion, taking action, and stacking small wins, you build energy, confidence, and belief. And just like that rolling ball, the more you move, the easier it becomes to keep moving. But here's the key insight. Momentum doesn't start big, it starts tiny. It's not about taking a giant leap, it's about taking that first small step, and then the next one, and then the next. Studies in sports psychology show that athletes who experience psychological momentum not only perform better, but also recover faster from setbacks. Why? Because momentum creates belief, and belief fuels performance. Think of it like this. When you win once, you believe you can win again. That belief changes how you act, and those actions lead to more wins. It's a cycle. Now here's the exciting part. You don't need to wait for momentum to magically arrive. You can create it step by step. The struggle, why momentum feels so hard to build. But let's be honest, it doesn't always feel that way, does it? You might be thinking, okay, I get it. Small steps lead to momentum. But why does it feel so hard to even start sometimes? I've been there. We all have. You're stuck, unmotivated, maybe even paralyzed by overthinking. You wait for the right mood, the perfect plan, or a wave of inspiration that never comes. The truth is, momentum is hardest at the beginning, just like pushing a car. When it's standing still, it feels almost impossible to move. But once it's rolling even a little, it takes far less effort to keep it going. Here's what psychology tells us. The brain resists change. It loves comfort. Starting something new, even something small, feels uncomfortable. That's why the first step is always the hardest. And that's also why most people never get to feel momentum. They quit too soon. They expect motivation to appear first. But here's the breakthrough. Motivation doesn't create momentum. Momentum creates motivation. The breakthrough shifting the mindset. So how do we flip the switch? The first mindset shift is this. Action comes before motivation, not the other way around. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't wait to feel motivated to do it, you just do it. And once you start, the rest is automatic. Momentum works the same way. You don't need to take a giant leap. You just need to take a micro step. Something so small it feels almost too easy. For example, if you want to start exercising, just put on your workout clothes. If you want to write, open a blank page and type one sentence. If you want to read more, commit to just one page. This is called the 2-minute rule. Start so small that your brain doesn't resist. Because once you start moving, your psychology shifts. You trick your brain into building momentum. Here's a story. I once had a client who wanted to start running but felt completely stuck. She hated the idea of running 5K. So I told her, don't run. Just put on your shoes and walk to the end of the street. That's it. The first day she laughed, it was too easy. The second day, she did it again. The third day, she walked a little further. Within 2 weeks, she was jogging without even realizing she had become a runner. That's momentum. Tiny beginnings that lead to unstoppable progress. The payoff, what momentum creates. So why does this matter? Why is momentum so powerful? Because momentum multiplies results. When you're in motion, you build confidence because you see yourself making progress. Reduce fear because action kills doubt. Increase opportunities because people notice energy and consistency. Feel happier because progress is one of the biggest drivers of joy. Imagine waking up every day knowing you're moving forward. Picture the relief of not feeling stuck anymore. That's the payoff of momentum: clarity, confidence, and growth. And here's the beautiful part. Momentum doesn't just change your results, it changes your identity. When you stack small wins, you start believing, I'm the kind of person who follows through. And that belief, it changes everything. How to create momentum. Step by step. All right, let's get practical. How do you create momentum in your own life? Let's break it down into steps. Step 1. Start small. Choose a micro action that feels almost too easy. Remember, the goal is to break resistance. Step 2. Celebrate wins. Your brain releases dopamine when you acknowledge progress. Celebrate the small steps. They're fuel for the next ones. Step 3. Create a routine. Momentum loves rhythm. Set a regular time or place for your action so it becomes automatic. Step 4. Use the power of environment. Surround yourself with cues that push you forward. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to exercise? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Step 5. Stack habits. Attach your new action to something you already do. After I brush my teeth, I'll meditate for 1 minute. Step 6. Expect setbacks. Momentum doesn't mean perfection. You will stumble. The key is to restart quickly. Remember, it's not about never falling, it's about never staying down. Step 7. Keep going until it feels automatic. Research shows it takes an average of 66 days to form a habit. Stay consistent until momentum takes over and the action feels natural. The emotional side of momentum. Momentum isn't just mechanical, it's emotional. Think about it. When you're stuck, you feel heavy, discouraged, frustrated. But when you're in motion, you feel alive, excited, confident. That's why momentum is such a gift. It's not just about getting things done, it's about transforming how you feel about yourself and your future. And here's a secret: emotions follow actions, not the other way around. You don't need to feel confident to act. You act, and then confidence follows. So the next time you feel stuck, don't wait for the perfect mood. Just start. Let action create the feeling. Momentum in different areas of life. Let's quickly explore how momentum shows up in different parts of life. 1. Health. The first healthy meal leads to the next. The first walk leads to the next. Before you know it, you're living a lifestyle you once thought impossible. 2. Career. Sending one email, making one call, finishing one small task. Suddenly, opportunities start opening. Success breeds success. 3. Relationships. One small act of kindness leads to deeper connection. One honest conversation builds trust, and that trust compounds. 4. Personal growth. Reading one page, journaling one sentence, meditating for 1 minute. These micro actions reshape your identity. Momentum is universal. Once you understand it, you can apply it anywhere. So here's your challenge today. Choose one micro action you can do in the next 2 minutes. Don't overthink it. Just one. That's your spark. That's your beginning. Because momentum doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who move. Remember, the first step is the hardest, but it's also the most powerful. Once you start, you'll surprise yourself with how far you can go. So take that step today. Build your momentum. Create your future. And if this message resonated with you, hit that like button so YouTube knows to share this with more people who need it. And subscribe, because this is just the beginning. We're building unstoppable momentum together. You've got this.